Hey guys, so today I wanted to be going over Voyboy's build in respects to Nashor's Tooth versus Luden's Echo. So the main thing that I kind of want to go over is run over the math and then show you a graphical demonstration of it. So I use two main points, which is 200 power. I'm not going to go through the 190 and 600. You can kind of take it at each, but overall with a graphical representation it'll show it. So at 200 power, Luden's is going to do 120 because you know it's 10% plus 100 for the Luden's passive. And you can argue, times 4 or whatever, but I just kind of wanted to look at the math for single target damage. So just for single target. Now, Nashor's per auto is going to do 45 with 200 power, as you can see, because it's 15 plus 15 of that, so 45. So then three autos, naturally 130, 180. Now, for the total AP for what I did for him was let me see, Sylas. So going through Sylas, whoops, let me get that full. Basically, what I did was I calculated four autos. I wanted to give Luden's the best chance for it. I used max Don minion damage because it's single target, the increased damage, and then this. So basically, when you add up all that, you get 305. So now, this is the most damage Ludens can get from the 10 extra power is 30.25. So now, if we can subtract, say, 60 and an auto from it, so that's about 8 damage that will be gone in a less optimal trading pattern for it. So basically, Luden's you get 150 damage from the 10 AP plus Luden's power to potentially like 140 damage. So between those two is the typical damage you're going to get from one rotation of Sylas spells. So what that means is that basically you can the damages are very close. So for three autos, if you're fully optimal, it's going to be a little bit better for Ludens. However, if it's not, there's probably going to be there's almost no difference. Very negligible. Won't notice it in most of your games. Might notice it in 2% of your games, 1 out of 50. However, then you can see a damage difference right here, so that's about 30 damage, and that's a little bit more noticeable. Now, one thing is that let's say without the passive, you get five, you get six autos off. Two more, then you're basically talking about 90 damage extra on top of this. So with 90 damage, that's 270 if you're able to get two more autos off, which that's getting close to doubling it just at 200 power. Now then, what about 600 power? Well, very linear. I mean, very easy just to do it. And then calculating this, that's that's 55 away from just one auto from doing Luden's damage. Then three autos, that's 315, and then it's 420. So because you're able to get 420, it's obviously the right choice. It doesn't matter about this number anymore. This could be a billion, doesn't matter. It's not 420. So the damage loss then from that with it, because I'm not going to calculate it in death cap because semantics, just with these big numbers, I mean, that's a big difference. Like, even though you're losing, say, 10 power, that's one damage per auto, basically. Once calculating in death cap gives it roughly enough. So, uh, that's not going to make the biggest difference. And also, this again is still the perfect. This is still the perfect combo. Is literally the most damage Sylas can do. That's the best his AP scaling can get. So now then, I want to give you a graphical representation to kind of show this graphically. So basically minus 30 because you're going to lose 30 damage in the perfect combo for it. This is obviously 4 hits. This is 3 hits. So as you can see, just the linear scaling is that once you get to uh, once you get to about here at 242, as long as you're able to get three autos off, you're doing the same, if not more damage than Luden's. And then the more autos you get off, just the more damage it does in general. And there's an argument to be made that Luden's will do more because it can hit multiple people. But the thing is that because of Sylas's, it's an AOE auto, the chances of you actually hitting uh, two people, three people with it, it's not unlikely, it's not unreasonable to assume that, but also the important thing is that controlled single target damage is more important because why would I want, 2,000 damage spread out among 5 people? That's only 400 damage per person when I could have 1,500 on one person. You know, single target damage is more because I'd rather have the damage to kill somebody than have him at 1 HP and him walk off and heal up. So that's a little bit better. So as you can see, I do actually think it's the correct build. I'm not good enough or know enough about League to do power spikes through lane, how that'll affect it, and that is something you kind of would need to fill out. But definitely, uh, there's a little bit of chance. But at the end of the day, Luden's is a little bit more expensive than Nashor's Tooth, so that does kind of lead me to believe that Nashor's Tooth is a little bit better, along with it does speed up your auto attacks. So it actually increases your DPS more than shown right here because you can do your combos quicker because of the actual attack speed in the item. Because your auto animation plays faster, simple stuff. So I actually do think Void Boy's right here. So leave in the comments what you want me to do next, what build from Void Boy you want me to go over, and I'd like a video or a Twitch stream or a Twitch VOD with it, giving me some timestamps so I can kind of get some numbers to play around with for doing the math with it actually. So thank you guys very much. Hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.